So this is chapter 36. Let's get into it. Called Training and Love Moments. Siddharth. Dad was really training us hard. I knew he wanted justice for Mom's death. We all knew how much he missed her, and we did too, but Dad was lucky he got to be with Mom in his mind. I was thinking about it when Reina came in the kitchen with me. She held my hand and took me to the room, and she tried to talk to me, but I kept thinking of Mom. Then Punchy came in with Rajveer. He was holding her hand in a protective manner. After a bit, Sugandh came in with a bottle and Divit close on her heels. We sat in front of the fireplace and played Truth or Dare. And in the first spin, it landed on Punchy. She chose Truth, and then Sugandh asked how much did she love Divit and Rajveer, and she replied, "A lot. I love him too much. More than the world, even." Roger got happy knowing how much Punchy loved him, and he made her a rose out of glass by using the rainwater. Punchy blushed a bright red. Then they spin the bottle again, and this time it landed on myself. I chose Day. Punchy dared me to steal alcohol and a cigarette from Dad's room, or Grandpa's room. I went for it. Grandma caught me and then gave me a lecture, and Grandpa smacked me hard on my back. Dad got annoyed, so I ran. I knew if Dad called me, I was going to be compost for Grandma's flower beds. Everyone laughed at me when I told them, and I started to feel better. Then I spun the bottle again, and this time it landed on Sugandh. She blushed and chose Day. Raina challenged her to kiss Divit in front of Dad. We all knew it was a bad idea. They left, and the next thing we heard was Dad yelling. He relaxed after a bit when Raina explained she challenged Sugandh to kiss Divit in front of him. Then Dad smiled. He told her about him daring Mom to kiss him in front of the whole college. We smiled, and he warned us, no more kissing days. We agreed. We spun the last time it landed on Raina. She was told by Sugandh and Punchy to do a hot dance for me when they all left. She agreed. At this point, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma were all asleep, so Raina put the music on and she danced. My body got so excited, I felt myself losing control. She didn't stop me. I took her arm and pulled her towards me, and I was lost in her eyes, and my eyes went to her lips. I kissed her with the passion and hunger. I didn't want to repeat history, but Raina said she wanted it, so we made love that night, and Raina let me feed from her. Next morning, I remembered what I had done, so I went to Dad's room with Grandpa and I told them what I had done. I also told them I wanted to fix it and make Raina my fiance. They were both happy. Grandpa went to Grandma's room, who made arrangements for my engagement with Raina. Her mom was happy. I stood up and became a man, and she thanked Mom for giving me such good values. Punchy danced with Rajveer. Sugandh danced with David. Dad was so happy. He looked like he was talking to someone, but no one was there. I was happy my son was engaged to a sweet girl, and I was telling Pia, spirit, of how Siddharth stood up and became one after he had lost control with Reina. She was smiling and crying happy tears. We all had given our kids a good values. I also smiled with happiness, as after months of training, my family saw the happiness. We told Sid and Reina to hide when that they were engaged, as our enemies were still out there, and tomorrow we would leave Shimla and avenge Pia's death from our enemies in Dehradun. We are back. So, and we have an army. Mom and Dad had gathered all the supernaturals at college, including David. Sorry, Grandma and Granddad. No, Mom and Daddy. It was amazing. Mom and Dad had gathered all the supernaturals at the college, including David and Rajveer's parents. Abhay was told by his dad that his mom was Rajveer's dad's love, but She was bit by a vampire and he hated my dad thinking he had done it, but not everyone was clear as crystal now. We went to bed ready for our return to Dehradun tomorrow morning. But yeah, I was so happy Siddharth had gotten engaged to Reina after he spent the night with her. He kept her honor intact and I didn't care that he was vampire and she was human. I was going to get them married even if it was against the vampire rules. My son deserved to be happy. All my kids did, and after it would be her choice if she wanted him to change her. Maya was happy. She kissed Sid's head, but being short, Sid picked her up and she smacked and put her down, and he agreed when Siddhartha told Maya to keep his and Reina's engagement a secret. She didn't understand at first. Siddharth and Ren explained all about vampires and Abe being one, and I knew that and I knew and accepted him at first. She was scared, but then she relaxed when Dad told her everything. They all agreed, and I went to lay next to Abe. So this is chapter 36, long chapter. I must have messed up a few times, but yeah, you got it. Hope you enjoy chapter 36.